This is the stunning new Ferrari 599 GTB Fiorano. It's the most advanced road car that Ferrari have ever built. It's got magnetic suspension, it's got predictive traction control, and it's got the same awesome 6-litre V12 as that in the Enzo hypercar. Join us in a moment when we'll find out just how good it is. We're in Italy to test the brand new Ferrari 599 GTB Fiorano. They say this car is capable of over 205 miles an hour. And the way it keeps accelerating whatever gear you're in, I'm not going to disbelieve them. It will cost around £170,000, yet there's already a 2-year waiting list. It replaces the 575. But whereas that was a long-distance GT car, the 599 is intended to be more of a hardcore sports car with a boot. There are all sorts of clever aerodynamic nooks and crannies, and it's just a blink slower to 60 than the Enzo. Not surprising, as it has the same 6-litre V12 with 620 horsepower. The car is loaded with new technology. There are shock absorbers controlled by a magnetic field that instantly adapt to the changing road surface. There's predictive traction control, which knows you're getting into trouble before you do. And there's a gear change twice as fast as its predecessor. But frankly, on the road, it's hard to tell how effective all these are. All you're aware of is the ever-present blistering acceleration. The interior is stylish simplicity. But I think I'd swap the rather plasticky carbon fibre for the no-cost leather option. I'm not a big fan of the tacky LCD screen either. A Ferrari needs to be driven flat out. So we headed for the test track that gave the car its name. Except when we got there, it was clear somebody else had got their towel down first. There was a swarm of support staff on standby, and then we saw the MS code. Michael Schumacher was in town. If he was here testing rather than one of his minions, then it had to be important. We were told not to film and to wait indefinitely. Eventually, he stopped for what we assumed was a toilet break. We had the time it took him to sprinkle his shoes to see just how good the 599 really was. Quick, here's Shuey, I'll run him over. This is me running over Michael Schumacher. You see, he's not on the circuit, because there he is. And we can, see, Shuey. Yeah, thanks, mate. Milliseconds. God knows what Schumacher's neck feels like when his changes gear about 30. Understeer. Oh, bit of over. No, where are we going now? Oh. Change of direction, a little bit lazy. It's no Ferrari 430, that's for sure. It's still a big car for all its wonderful scientific age. One thing about this 599, you've got to respect the brakes. It's not the last of the late breakers, that's for sure. Then there's initial understeer, then you can brake the traction and get a bit of oversteer. Braking again, now the S's are again, the front's pushed wide, the steering's very light. I don't get that much of a feedback for how much front grip I've got through the steering, and then I'm feeding in that lovely horsepower. Brake pedal sinks right down, sort of squidgy thing, over the bridge, the famous bridge. It loves it once it's settled for the exit. It doesn't like stopping, it doesn't particularly like turning in. Oh, look, low gear. Oh, the steering wheel lights flash away like mad as you accelerate out the hairpin. And now I've got to cool those ceramic brakes off so I don't arrive back in the box, as they call it here, the pits, with all smoke pouring out and get the finger wags from the Italians. You drive too fast, we don't let you out anymore. Schumacher, he's coming now. Apparently he needs the practice more than I do. I'm quite sure that he does. After a small reprimand for speeding, it was time to decide whether I'd actually want a 599, and sadly, it had fallen at the final hurdle. On a track, the Corvette Z06 was more fun. So, while it works well as an exotic high-speed cruiser, if someone said I could have a free Ferrari, I'd take the more thrilling 430 every time.